Hello and welcome to Smart Talk again. We are so glad to be with you here today. It is almost one of my favorite time of years is the fall and Halloween. Look at that, Melissa. That's so cool.
It's my favorite holiday.
Is it really?
Continue, yes.
It's one of my favorites.
It's my wife's favorite.
Is it? I mean, if it wasn't for Christmas, it would be my favorite. Only because I love the kids. I love it's the most me, socialite. I love everybody coming to my door. I love all the hayrides. I love your eyeballs, Melissa. Those are so cute. So it's such a friendly time, and we're going to talk about our backgrounds. Oh my God, she's got props. I love it.
I got my.
We're going to talk about why Mark is there with my background in just a moment. But
we'll talk about
welcome to the show, Mark and Melissa, and welcome viewers to Smart Talk Halloween edition. Mwah.
So Aurea McGarry, we're going to just start with you, Aurea McGarry, who brought us together, whose favorite holiday is Christmas, which is fine because it's most everybody's favorite holiday.
Oh my God!
But she's
reincarnated.
Emmy winning, because I mean we don't see the Emmy tonight, but Emmy winning television host and philanthropist. So
much fun. Thank you. And Emmy will be back next week, but decked out for the holidays. She's behind my screen, so she's hiding. She'll be back.
Don't forget the ginormous heart. I mean, no one's got a bigger heart than Aurea.
Thank you, Mark.
Supersized.
So sweet.
Supersized.
I love you. We're all together because we love each other and we love people. And Mark, you're wonderful. You're a two-time Emmy-nominated news anchor. So kudos to you, the media mogul. And Melissa over here, oh my gosh, with your Snoopy cup and all, you are the voice of Atlanta radio show host extraordinaire and podcaster. And she's talking to people now. Or something. I don't know.
Doing a Hamlet right here. Yes.
This show is going to go weird places real quick.
Well, yes. Well, and I think that the funny thing is, I think we're a little disheveled because we are stumped. Okay. Yeah. And I think this is something that everybody can relate to because everybody's using Zoom for meetings or school or whatever. And I know that in my life, I have to use Zoom background.
This is what we just came on to.
So here's what
minutes trying to figure this out.
Can you help us? Because Mark, you look, see what's happening.
Here's what's bothering us is his virtual background on Zoom looks great, but why the heck is it going through him? And we know he's not The Walking Dead, or is he?
Right.
We're not.
Yeah. Sure. My wife would beg to differ. But no, I'm not The Walking Dead.
Okay.
But look at my hands. Look at my hands.
It doesn't go through his hands. But
hold on, Aurea. It doesn't go through the lighter side of his hand.
That's right.
Turn it around.
But then watch it. Oh, no, they didn't.
Are they racist?
No, they didn't.
Is this?
No justice, no peace.
Look at your
earphones. But yes, no, it's not just that you look there. You've got a white cord for your headphones and your headphones,
Mark.
The white teeth.
But your white cord, but your cords are not working. Your cords are bleeding.
It's orange.
Oh,
right, so if anybody knows what the heck is going on, please put it in the comments.
It's not racist. So
see, it's not racist. So at least we got that.
So we still love Zoom. We don't have to cancel Zoom. Zoom is not going to be a hashtag.
There has got to be a setting or something. So we literally wrestled with this before we came on, and it's. So we're just going to let him have the ghost background.
Yeah, we're just going to let him.
Or I'll just be the voice of
and let the pumpkin be your
jack-o'-lantern. Yes, ladies.
Perfect.
You know that I'm here, but I'm not here. Maybe I'm here, maybe I'm not.
I just snorted.
We've lost Mark now. So anyway.
I know.
Well, if you haven't figured out, we're doing a Halloween edition. We're going to talk about all things 2020.
So Mark's going to be like, I'm sorry, Aurea. Mark's going to be like Charlie Brown and the Ghost. We just need to put black circles around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Aurea. I shouldn't have interrupted. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, please interrupt anytime. And we're going to talk about this. But hold on. We're going to pause. Okay, so for our Halloween edition, we were all going to do a real fun virtual background through Zoom. And Melissa, I love your pumpkins. Where did you find those? And then we'll talk about mine. We already know Mark's doesn't work, so we'll figure that one out.
Well, as Mark calls it, the Google machine. So I just got that from the Google machine. Yeah.
Google, I love yours. So hey,
They look great.
if you're watching, you can just go to Google, go to virtual backgrounds and upload them. And in Zoom, it's a little setting, very easy to do. So I had a few extra minutes.
She wasn't trying to be rude, Mark. She said it's very easy to do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Boom, boom.
You just have to turn it on. I'm sorry, I keep stepping over Rhea, but Mark, just turn it on every so often, just so people who are coming in later can get the full Halloween effect of melting off your head.
Self-deprecating humor, we'll call it.
Well, this show's going to be really fun and interesting. Oh my gosh. Just wait till you see our not so smarts for today. Oh my gosh, wait till the end. Well, I was trying to be a little more creative. Sorry, Mark, but I was able to do this in Canva. So my little tip, success tool for today is I use Canva, and there is a virtual now because of all this virtual stuff we're doing. Canva has a, and I'll put the link in there for Canva. It's Canva, and they now have they have Facebook post sizes, Instagram stories, Instagram posts, all different sizes, and now they have a virtual size. So I pulled a blank one up, and this is my actual front porch. Me and my daughter Angel just decorated this past week, but look real close and I'm being photobombed.
Wow.
That's Bo, my Great Pyrenees.
Why can't I be up there with you?
So that was fun. So you can personalize it. And I just put that picture in. Then I came over and put some of these pictures in of the pumpkins I drew and I carved in 2018 for Alyssa's school. They had a big contest. So
Is that a cannibalistic pumpkin? Is that a pumpkin eating a pumpkin?
Yeah, and of course, it won the contest because,
I'm sure it did, because it went down the dark side. That was on the dark side.
It's eating its young. Yes.
So for the viewers, I want to do another one, and I can look at any picture and draw. I'm not a painter and artist like Melissa's mom, who was just amazing, but I can draw, and I love drawing, doing stuff. So if you want to submit pictures of any kind of pumpkins, and I'll pick one and I'll do one this year, because I have all these pumpkins now that I want to carve as we close to the actual day.
Wow.
Yeah, you're really good. I feel like I'm looking at a Martha Stewart montage.
Aurea, when do you sleep?
No, I don't.
Good Lord.
I don't like sleep.
I mean, you make me feel lazy. And I put down 3 yards of marble chips yesterday, and my back is killing me. And I feel lazy right now.
No, not at all. You got to get, kids, neighbors' kids, or borrow some kids to help you with stuff like this.
Well, the brain pattern, I would have quit as soon as someone said, "Oh, let's do a brain pattern," I would have left the kitchen. My wife does stuff like that. My wife does stuff like that.
Right. This is actually soothing to me. I find this stuff soothing. Now, this stuff is all Angel. I don't see decorations. Like, if I can walk into a room, I can't decorate it. I see a blank room. But I know what I like when I see it. So, like, these things, I can look at anything and replicate and draw. And I love to draw and do cartoons and things like that. But to take an empty porch, and all I knew is I wanted a lot of pumpkins and a lot of mums. Angel is the one that puts it all together and stuff like that.
Wow.
So,
well, let me ask you
together.
Let me ask an important question as people are getting ready to carve their pumpkins, if they haven't already. But here in Atlanta, I mean, they go bad very fast. I think the humidity of the South makes pumpkins not last very long. Sure. But what knife do you use?
What knife? Oh, I had one of those pumpkin carving kits. You can get it like a Hobby Lobby.
Those break.
Those are like
every time I get
yeah,
one of those,
they seem very yes.
Because this one, see, I'm not cutting all the way through. So that one I cut with the sharpest knife I had. I went around and then I shaved it off. There was a process. And then this one, there we go. This one is one of the little carving knives you can use. They're kind of like, they look like things you'd whittle wood with. They've got the little hooks you're shaving with. And then, some sharp Cutco knives do the rest of the trick.
She's got probably a utility belt of all these knives. But the other thing too is,
I'll video this year.
Kudos to our weather people, because every time I try to point and Ray is trying to point, like I never know where I'm pointing. So I'm appreciating weather people now more so than ever.
Wait a
And the
minute.
cold front is coming from somewhere, and yeah.
Right, the storm is coming. Wait, he's coming from this way. Which way is North Dakota? I don't know. Florida's down here somewhere.
Oh gosh.
Right, you're right. Well, this is going to be a fun one because we're going to dive right into some holiday ideas, and we don't even know what we're going to talk about to each other because we had to deal with Mark's little issue the whole time before.
Sure. But I have a question. I had a question with all my issues.
Yeah, no problem.
Are we doing Halloween? Like, are people trick or treating?
Well, so now that's part of that's what I've brought to the table is some ideas of social distancing Halloween.
Absolutely. And I did too. I got a great idea I found online, and I'll share my screen in a moment. But since we did talk about, our lights are off, but not everybody's going to do what the three of us are in a way. So we want to give other options. So if you're going to do it, you've got little kids and you may not be high risk like we are, or you really have to, get involved. Here's some safer ideas. Whether you want to do them or not is totally up to you. It's kind of like we're going to throw it out there if you're looking for something to do. Still keeping things as safe as you can. I know nothing's safe enough for me and or Melissa because we're so high risk. And Mark, we know you have asthma. So take it for a grain of salt for whatever we're going to do. We're going to show you what other people are thinking about. And either that or just, I'm going to show you what we're going to do though. My actual family late at night on a Halloween, if you want to know. You want to know?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Well, not all the details because there's some.
All the family friendly.
Once your husband gets down from the tree, as we talked about last week.
Oh my gosh. We have to pull him off the trees. He'll be there for the next couple of weeks. God help us. I'll get some video of that. But every Easter, I always hide all the Easter eggs outside, but I do adult Easter. And the liquor store loves me. I buy
I want to hear about this adult Easter there.
Put them inside Easter eggs everywhere. And the one when we're notorious for after Easter, like July and August, we're still finding little liquor bottles. Because I'm hiding them all in here. We've got like 3 acres, so they could be anywhere outside. And I find cute little spots to hide them in. So Angel had a great idea. How about after hours, like after 9, when all the trick-or-treaters are gone, we're gonna do like a 9:30. I'm gonna do, what did I call it? I called it trick or drink. And I'm gonna hide all my little mini bottles, and then of course candy for Alyssa and her, for her to find, and some fun stuff. Not everything liquor, but a lot of liquor all around. We're gonna have glow sticks. We're gonna have our flashlights, and we're gonna do our own just hide and go seek, boo in the dark, trying to find things for our family, utilizing our front, back, and side yards.
And so that's responsible drinking because you're home.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can put little glow sticks on things, and it'll just be a lot of fun. We like playing hide and go seek in the dark in our house anyway, so we're just going to take it outside. Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Really?
Yep.
When are you guys going to grow up over there?
We played hide and go seek, but we call it hide and go seek, boo in the dark, just 2 weeks ago. We love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, this is the whole family, or this is just,
Just me, our family, me, Brian, Melissa.
Just a little hide and seek, huh?
Hide and seek. Find the glow stick. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Melissa cracks me up. Oh my goodness.
Well, this was a family friendly show.
All right. No, but yeah, it is. Okay, I'll bring family.
Right down the rat hole.
I know, right? Sorry. Well, Mark usually takes us there. I just know that he's a little disheveled by the back.
I haven't said anything about the virtual strippers in 3 weeks.
I know. See?
3 weeks.
Too long.
But no, now if you're going to do regular Halloween, then you're going to do regular Halloween. But if you want suggestions for something that's more social distancing, if you have children, there's a couple ideas. There are people who are going to have candy out with tongs. So if you don't feel comfortable like grabbing your hand in the bucket or whatever you have, much like at a dinner party where you have utensils to take things out. There's some people that are going to put utensils in their buckets outside so that the kids can do it from, safely. Also, some neighborhoods are doing parades. So just like my son had a birthday parade, they're going to do Halloween parades where people can show off their costumes. Maybe you could throw candy to them or something. Ding a kid in the head with the candy. I don't know.
Get off the grass.
We'll get some pictures. Baseball.
And Mr. Carter, my son, he doesn't have a sweet tooth. So what usually happens when he goes trick-or-treating is his two moms eat the candy. So I'm fine with him not trick-or-treating. It's more about the costumes for him and just a way to show it off. And so there are ways that people are doing that. And there's one more thing called ghosting, where you prepare a basket for a neighbor. And this is,
we do that
for a neighborhood, where you're close, and you prepare it and put it on their porch, and they find it, and then they have something prepared for another one. So it's basically just, you give your neighbors a basket on their doorstep.
Now, see, I've been living in white neighborhoods for a long time. Are you guys leaving me out of these things? Because
this is for this year. I've never heard of that before, Rhea.
Oh, no, it's called booing.
Okay.
It's called booing. And you can go on Google and look for the boo poem. And we've been doing it for 20 years, ever since I've lived here. And you take 2 buckets, we get 2 empty plastic jack-o'-lanterns, and there's a poem that goes in it to the effect of, now you've been booed, make a copy of this and boo 2 neighbors. And you put,
I've heard
goodies, and we have candles
being
and
left out.
lights. And some years I get booed and some years I don't, Mark.
I moved into a more diverse neighborhood recently, and last Halloween was not celebrated at all.
No
so we
way.
actually had to go to a different neighborhood to get candy. So one extreme to the other.
Right.
Some years we get, hay
Look
rides.
at my neighborhood. We are giving out some candy out here.
Do you give out the full bars of chocolate?
Oh yeah, I give out the big bars. I'm not going to be that guy who gets talked about.
Okay, Mark, then I have an idea for you. All right.
I'm with
All
you.
right. There is one cool idea that I saw that I'm going to have to show you guys. I'm going to have to share my screen because I thought it was really cool. And I'll put the link in. This woman, there's a how to make it. We're not going to show that now, but I'll put the link. I thought this was so cute. A little, how some people might do the extender, you have the long claw and you put your hand in for the candy. Well, she took it to another level. So I'm going to share my screen.
You got to be out of your mind.
Thought this was ingenious. 6 feet apart.
Well, that's cute.
It's showing how to do this.
More excited to play with this than they are to go.
Look, they have masks on. Aren't they good little kids?
Captain America was a little nervous there.
Yeah.
That,
okay.
Right, look at that. It's on a pulley.
I didn't realize it was a slow pulley. I thought at first that it was going to be something that just slides out and scares you, but the fact that
it's got the candy in there. Now you could make that a princess. You could make it a pumpkin. You could make it, not scary. But her other one, which we've all seen before, was she shows how to make the one that has the pipe. Where's the pipe one was next?
Oh yeah,
we've all seen the pipe one. That
yes.
Here's what you'll need. At least.
And it's how to make it. So I thought that was cool.
Oh, sweet.
But I really loved.
I'm going to ask that you not show this to my wife.
I just thought it was great. I mean, it's a simple pulley system, and you can put it out in 8 feet, however far you want. Little kids had masks on, and I thought that was good. As long as the parents, they get it. If I was a parent doing this, then I would spray it, leave the candy out, spray everything when you get home, and let it sit till the next day. I heard that was another tip, too, for the kids getting the candy from strangers' homes or the neighbors' homes.
Well, Mark has a new job. I take it if his wife sees the.
Yeah. And it always starts with, it's so simple.
It is. It's just like Zoom, Mark. It's so simple. Just like virtual background.
Just like my virtual no background.
Array's on you, man.
She is throwing body blows. Body blows. Connecting.
All
it's a MacBook. I don't use Mac, so it's okay. I'm using the old-fashioned, uncool desktop.
Gosh almighty. There I go again.
Just
to rub it in. All right. I don't know what it is.
I'll leave that up, Mark.
I don't know if it's the face for radio or what the deal is here.
Now wait a second. Now wait a second. Face radio now. Come on.
Well, I wear a lot of makeup. When I was on TV, they put a lot to make up on me.
Oh my God. Through your eyes and.
That's too funny. That's too funny. We got to figure out what's happening there, Mark.
Yeah.
Now for adults who, again, if you just go normally for Halloween and have parties and stuff, I wish you'd be responsible. But if you're somebody who does not feel comfortable with that, do a Zoom party. You can, and you're, again, when you do these adult parties on Zoom, much like with Aurea and her liquor bottles around the property, you can drink and you're not going anywhere. So to me, there again is an opportunity. I feel like all this is an opportunity. It's not just something to burden you, and that you can actually be home safe and have safer neighborhoods and, you know, less DUIs and, you know, fewer accidents because you're at home, and just have a Zoom party and make the best of it. Have your costumes on, have your virtual backgrounds.
See, now she's doing
Or
it, Mark.
not.
It's not just me. She's
Wow. Did you guys get the punches up?
No,
Gosh,
I didn't mean that as a punch. So, but that's another option is just to do a Zoom Halloween party like you would do anything else.
And I heard a great idea, which I thought was really good too. Mark, you can get your neighborhood involved with this. I thought there was no touching involved in this one, where it's set a special date to have a pumpkin carving contest, and everybody walk around or drive around. We have golf carts in our neighborhood. A lot of us have golf carts, or they have their little 4-wheel drive, little, you know, dirt bikes, whatever. And you put them out on by your mailboxes, put them out on a table, just like you'd have like a lemonade stand or something. And everybody can vote, walk around and vote, pick a day. And then most neighborhoods, like I know ours does, we have a Facebook group for our neighborhood. Should there be, like, we have bears sometimes, if you spot a bear or somebody that should be in the neighborhood, you know, I think everybody's got a Facebook group, or start one. And then you could post pictures of them and everybody vote for their favorite pumpkin carving, and everybody could get some kind of prize, whether it's, you know, just being posted on the group as winners or something like that. But I thought that was
cute.
Drive-by pumpkin carving contest for the kids.
That's a very cute idea. And again, Nextdoor, I use Nextdoor. So
the Nextdoor app, yes.
Right.
That's a great idea.
And we know our grandson is not going to go without trick-or-treating. He's not really concerned about this whole pandemic thing. Right. And so we thought about, you know, whatever costume he has, we're just going to add some gloves. And then once he's done with his trick-or-treating, we'll just take our wipes and go through the 4 pieces of candy that he gets to keep.
That's a sweet way to put it. Unlike my son's mothers, we steal the candy. You don't need this, and then it's gone.
Tom and Joy's are mine. I'm sorry.
7 pounds later.
Exactly. Why do you look so puffy? I don't know. I ingested 10 times the sugar I normally ingest in one night.
Right.
But see, nobody's going to notice this year because we have the COVID-15 on anyway. So what's another?
No doubt.
But, you know, Mark, I would take that a step further, too, because you can also find a costume that has a mask, like a full coverage for your kid's face. So you have gloves and a mask in your costume, and then there's, you know, built-in protection.
Yep. And, you know, we've got perfect weather, too. So, you know, you can be really creative with your costumes and your masks.
One of my favorites.
You know, that's the best part about living down here, is being able to show off your Halloween costume.
For sure. You know, it'd be great one. My daughter's always saying it'd be great one is that big inflatable T-Rex costume.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're like totally in case, walk around. I think that would be so perfect.
Exactly. And they're so funny because the head's all flopping. It's very funny.
They're flopping. Or, of course, we can just be a hazmat suit this year. You know, get a hazmat suit on. They did that in Dallas back in, when was it? Like 2013 or 14 in Texas. They had a hazmat costume, like in Party City or one of the party stores. And they were saying it wasn't quite in good taste because that was where the first Ebola outbreak happened, and they had already had the hazmat suits as a Halloween costume. So I'm wondering what'll happen this year.
See, well,
what's going to be in good taste and what's not.
I was living in Dallas when that happened.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a whole news thing on it.
That was scary. Yep.
And
well, I'm the bad guy because I'm the one that feels like all bets are off for Halloween. So
one of them were saying that.
The reason that I love Halloween is because of creativity, and so I'm one that feels you can't be easily offended on Halloween because people are trying to be creative. So like, for instance, shall I share?
Please do.
So in my personal costumes, when the singer of Nirvana passed this earth.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. Yes, I went as Kurt Cobain after that took place. When Montecore bit, I forget which of the two, I think the one who just passed away last year, of the two performers in Vegas, the white tiger with Roy and
Siegfried and Roy.
So I went as the tiger that bit Roy. I'm
this year.
I'm the one that does. So now this is a total Atlanta story. I don't know if you remember House of Prayer, which was a church that was. So they were accused of being physically harsh with your children during service for punishment. And so that's when I was on dialysis. So I was very underweight. So I went to the children's section and bought a girl's dress and patent shoes. And I went as one of the House of Prayer kids with all these bruises and stuff. So anyway, I'm the one that you separate yourself from the Halloween party.
I'm with you, Melissa. You have to have a sense of humor sometimes. I mean,
so I would totally do the coronavirus. I would do the fly on Pence's hair. I would do that's what you're going to see. And the worst one that they did the best visual for, but it was, this is, okay, people get mad at me. Okay. Hopefully enough time has passed, but it was Diana with shards of glass.
Oh my word. We're going to just take a moment here and we're going to pray for Melissa right now. That's basically what we're going to do. Aurea, would you go ahead and lead it?
We need a disclaimer.
I know. They are not associated. They do not this show does not agree with the views of Melissa Carter.
Necessarily.
Yeah, but
Princess Diana. Oh no.
If somebody did that the day before or after Halloween, I'd be mad. But somehow Halloween night, it's like, well,
yeah,
clever,
you're off.
I guess.
Have fun.
Oh my
Go
goodness.
for it.
Yeah. So
what are you gonna do?
fun story.
Yes.
The owner of Netherworld was our production guy. He was the head of production at for Fox 5.
Tell people what Netherworld is, because they may not know.
Netherworld is one of the top haunted houses in all of North America.
You will never see me in there. Never.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I'd be scared.
Let me tell you
out of
something.
my mind.
And they have more than one.
Out.
Yes. And they have more than one haunted house. Like you're there all night.
Yes.
You can go into several places.
I could get through that real quick. Eyes closed, barreling through. In 5 seconds.
And I'll tell you what, I used to ask Ben, I was like, are you okay? Like something like is not registered. Like, is the elevator going all the way to the top here? Because he'd come in and decorate the set. And so, we'd have all these moving parts. Well, we're trying to read the news and, you got this thing, coming over top of your shoulder. And you're like, oh my God, there's a person in there. And it was just, and he would go so crazy with it. And I was like, son, sir, like, do you need a hug or something? And then when I went through it, my wife and I were like, oh my God, this is insane.
Is it good inside? I mean, is it?
Oh my gosh.
Well, and now Mark, and this will answer Aurea's question, but Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, but before he did Netherworld, he did visual effects for like Hollywood productions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That's his background.
Right.
And
that's his jam.
That's why I'd be afraid to go in.
And here's the thing, most other haunted houses come in and take control of a building for the month of October, where he is so successful. He owns the building. Now he's moved since it was in Gwinnett, but he owns it outright 12 months of the year. So his haunted house feeds him 12 months of the year income. I mean, it's that good.
So he spends 10 months out of the year getting ready.
Yes.
As he should.
Oh, 60 days to freak you out.
Oh my God. And I love stuff like that. I just can't. I've been in haunted houses and I spend the whole time like this because they get so close and I get so scared. But I love them. And I actually dressed me and Brian up because, I like creativity. And so I dressed me and Brian up as zombies one time and I had spaghetti coming out. I did the whole special effects I found real palmetto bugs. I was in Florida. I found some dead palmetto bugs in the garage and hot glued them onto Brian's stomach and he had guts coming out and I had bolts coming out. So I love all that, and Walking Dead, love that show, but I can't go into the house because I just
you know what I thought, Mark?
Ma'am?
Yes.
You got a pumpkin eating another pumpkin. You can go in there.
Here, Mark, let me tell you something. You know what's interesting? I feel like we are serving odd roles right here. Hold on a second. So Mark has the white background because he's like the angel. He's the one that's concerned. He wants to give a hug. Ta-da. Here I am talking about being people who committed suicide for Halloween. And I've got this evil background and I have my skull. I feel like, and Aurea is kind of caught in the middle. You know what? Devil on the shoulder, angel on the shoulder. Just say it. I'm seeing a theme here.
It's registering. You better believe it.
Hot gluing dead bugs, real dead bugs on her husband. Then she could come to my side. I could run away. Now, one of the things about Netherworld, like last year, because it changes every year, like Mark said, it spends the whole year preparing, and it's not repeated. Every year is different.
Really?
Yes.
And so last year there was one of the haunted houses was based, to me it felt like very sci-fi, futuristic sci-fi. It was very space oriented, and there was a room where you went in, and then they filled it up to where waist level with smoke, so you couldn't see underneath from your stomach down. I
gotta go.
Guess who's underneath that smoke?
Yeah.
Guess where they're grabbing you? They're not coming at you like this.
They ain't grabbing
your legs.
They can grab you.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can touch
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
They're flying all over the place.
Yeah.
They're swinging from the rafters.
See, Brian would love that. Brian would go up there, wow, where'd you get your makeup done? He spent so much time in there. And me and Angel, the last time we went in one, Brian just loves it all. He's like, looking at the special effects. And me and Angel behind him going, go, go, go. And Angel had a zombie behind her one time that said, are you dead yet? And she's like, oh no. And she's and he's looking at the special effects.
I love that person. No, but not no. There's two things. Mark wants to give me a hug when this pandemic's over. Two things.
It's all going together. Oh my God.
So when we said they can touch you, let me just make sure that they don't grab you. Like what I mean about they brush your leg. Like they're not going to come and hurt you. They just
I know they're going to hurt you.
It's just a tap. It's just a tap. Like it's or they may be in your face screaming or something, but they're not like grabbing. So don't be afraid of that. And also there's one thing.
Easy.
There is one thing consistent at Netherworld every year is the tube.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
There is this, and every year I swear I'm going to get through this without falling, and I never do. So it's basically a visual effect of you going in and there's swirly lines. So the more you're in it and it's turning around you, the more you kind of get dizzy.
You get disoriented. Yeah,
it
freaks
totally
you out.
disoriented before you. Now you have rails to hold on to, so you're not going to hurt.
So it's like the fair when you go in that barrel, that turning barrel.
Yes, it's the same thing. And every year I'm like, this year's the year. I'm going to focus. Last year I was determined. I'm like, I got my eye at the end. No, I fell right to the side.
No way.
Like I was drunk.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If we ever get out of quarantine, I could see this would be a fun thing to film with night vision, night goggles for our camera crew. But I'd have to be in between both of you to get through it. But I think it'd be fun, but then not fun at the same time.
Right.
And there's also strategy to where you are in your group. Where
I'd be right in the middle. I'm gonna be in the end.
Well, and also I noticed the guys tend to go for the attractive women. So if if you dress up or if you try to want to do the beautiful costume, you're going to be
I'll just go zombie.
Back.
If you're at the end, sometimes you're targeted for trying to be at the end.
So. And so guys, it's the oldest trick in the book, but you take them to the haunted house and then they grab you all night. You know, it's
well, Brian, okay, back to Brian. When we were dating and we were in Florida, we'd go to Orlando.
You to a haunted house?
Yeah, well, we went because I was young and brave back then, didn't think much of it. But you know what happened? There's only one thing. All right, I'm giving you guys all my piece of cheese, but do not ever use it as a joke for me because I will literally panic. And we didn't know there was. We didn't even think to ask about this. There was a haunted house used to be in Orlando, not in Disney area, but it was, I forget, Church Street Station or something. And it was a haunted house. I figured it'd be fun. We loved Halloween. He used to be a stunt man. I did movies, so we loved all this stuff. So we went. It was great. So it's the first thing that was all like movie themes, and we love movies. So there was a Freddy Krueger, and there was, I forgot what they were called, the one with the hanging meat and just your normal movie theme.
I love it. And she said so happily. She's coming to my side. No, and hanging meat and.
No, all right, but it's about to happen.
We need Jesus. We need Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh my God, take the wheel. Sorry, then it happened. Then it happened. The music started, and I recognized the sound. Walk in. There's only one thing that scares me. Nothing. Everything else is fake to me, except one thing. And I walk down this corridor, and I see the 4-post bed, and the exorcist sits up.
No way.
This actress was great. She turned her head and looked at me. If Brian ever wanted to hug or grab me, he had me. I was freaked out. Fell on the floor. You couldn't get me up. I was like this, and then I could hear her go. lunge towards the bedpost. I could just see the exorcist face in my head.
way.
I was done. I was panicked. He was hugging me. He had me all night. I was just hugging on him all night.
Well,
but it was
some
terrific
guys.
for me.
So I worked on a show where I had a producer whose voice is higher than mine and who hates haunted houses. So we did a bit on morning radio where we went through a haunted house, and it was in Roswell at the time, and we mic'd ourselves.
No way.
And he was screaming like a girl.
No way.
I was laughing, and we had to tell the audience that's not Melissa screaming, that's Jeremy screaming. So, yeah. So not all the screams are from estrogen, but it was very good.
Oh my goodness. That is hilarious.
And he was grabbing on me, and I know that he did that on purpose because he was grabbing on me, and I'm like, a man hadn't grabbed on me like that in a long time.
So okay, everybody wants, dating ideas when the pandemic's over. Back to haunted
There you go.
house.
Go to the haunted house.
Feels you want.
You can score.
Here.
I just have to always do a
Later
disclaimer
relationship.
before I go into one. Make sure there's no exorcist inside, and I'm okay. No exorcist.
Oh my goodness.
Can't do
Too
it.
funny.
I will never use that against you.
Don't you
ever,
dare.
ever.
Never.
You know what? Do you remember?
Exorcist.
Something about it.
Translates. You watch it now. It's still
scary.
Blair
I
still
can't,
will freak
because
out.
Oh yeah.
it's the devil. I mean, it's not like The Walking Dead is too not real for me, but it's like, it just gets me. And somebody did a trick on me one time. And you guys are laughing, but I'm telling you my secrets. It must have been 10 years
Tell
ago.
me your secrets.
Tell
Tell me your secrets.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Some kind of truth serum over here. The Halloween brings it out in us. But it used to be a really good friend of mine sent me the email and I love Finding Waldo. I just love, Find Waldo, those, any kind of magazine we had to find stuff. I love finding things. So it's like, find the red dot. Oh, there it is. You're on your computer. Find the red dot in the next picture. Oh, this is fun. So I'm finding the red dot. And then you have to get really close. And I remember it's like Finding Nemo. And I got really close. And then the exorcist face came up. Nobody was home. Brian wasn't home. I fell out of my chair. It would have been a great video. I ran the other room and I call him. I said, Brian, come home. It's on my computer. It's on my screen. I can't go back in there. And he had to come home to make sure that it was off my screen. I was done for the day.
Oh, I know he was.
I was
beside
right
himself.
here, and it came out of me. And I
Oh,
told
my
the person
goodness.
sent to me, "Don't ever do that to me."
Yeah, you're
Oh,
gonna have
my
some,
goodness.
see somebody in
That
the
is
comments is gonna be like,
hilarious.
hey, can you please send me that video? That would be great.
That was crazy.
Right.
Okay, Mark, you want to show us this video? So let me play it. Set it up for us, Mark, before I play it.
So this is from Rex Chapman. He's a great follow on Twitter. Super positive, super energetic, former pro basketball player, University of Kentucky hooper, all around good guy. And he shares the most adorable videos, including this one.
Love it.
Oh my
Halloween on
God, what is
steroids. Look at that thing.
Yes.
What is this?
Yes.
That is a spider coming down a web with like a 6 horsepower engine. That goes up and down. It's going to be freaking kids out all over upstate New York.
Oh my God,
People are going to be driving all over the place to see this thing. But I just thought it was, just the perfect Halloween tweet.
Oh, Mark,
Look at-
I
look at-
absolutely
look at
love it.
I mean, at nighttime, can you imagine how freaky that's going to be?
Nighttime, during the day, it's free.
Right.
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
think of the
fantastic.
trick-or-treaters, and that's where you have a fight, where it's the kid who's trying to push the other kid who's a little too scared into doing something they don't want to do.
Yeah,
Right.
Somebody's gonna throw up out of fear. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
It's not going to be good. It's not
No,
gonna be
no. Oh my
good.
God.
Or you're going to have a car up in the tree. Somebody,
That's right.
boom.
Exactly. Yes. I always wanted to do those computer animated pumpkins or a house.
I love all that.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
to Still Mountain. Have you ever been to Still Mountain? They have all the computer. That's fun, family fun too for Halloween.
I love that
You
stuff.
should.
I just wanted to do it in my own house, and I actually.
Buy it on Amazon.
Here's what you can do. So I started the project and never finished it. But if you're somebody that doesn't like the real pumpkins, like Aurea shows, I mean, how wonderful that she does a great job with the crafting.
Takes time.
When after Halloween's over, order from Michael's those fake pumpkins. Use the
Ooh.
same knife, and you can carve into those, and they're permanent.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that's a good idea.
I
That
know
way
that.
you don't, yes. And if you really want to do something, but say, I don't want it to, rot
Right.
a week after I put all that effort into it, there's ways that you can, get the
Oh,
fake
sweet.
pumpkins, spin.
They look
It's gonna
better
feel
when
like
they're rotted.
sawdust.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Better.
Come to my side, Aurea. But yeah.
Or you could take like Aurea's pumpkin after she's carved it and then hit it with a coat of shellac and just seal it and
Yeah, and
shellac
seal it.
and
You could. Yeah.
then put it in the oven for a couple of hours.
You know,
On
this
500, like a kiln.
crazy.
I don't know if that works, folks. Don't try that.
Well, kids
Love
don't
to
try
keep
that.
talking, and then you take it out, and then you. Yeah.
Don't drop it because it'll break.
Oh God, oh
Oh,
God. Well,
God.
that's a great idea. Well, such great ideas, and just be safe this year. Everybody go out and have fun their own way. Just be safe, stay apart, stay 6 feet apart. Well, whatever that looks like for you guys, make that happen so everybody does stay
And
safe,
keep
because we still have to remember that
voting.
looming.
Yeah, and
COVID
can
is
vote,
out there.
vote.
Don't forget to vote.
Oh, don't forget to vote. Oh yes, we're
election-
going to talk
well-
People are
about
coming
that.
out in droves.
But everybody, the long
crazy.
lines there, dress up, go vote. Put on your mask.
Well, we're saying because the election day is what, 4 days after Halloween. So
Mhm.
don't.
Yeah, I think
don't
everybody's.
forget.
A lot of people I've talked to have already voted.
Yes.
So, yeah, the voting's already going
That's
on.
a good
I know,
thing.
Melissa, you have.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a
funny
good
about
thing.
that, just going on the day of. I live in a smaller community, so it's not going to be too long lines. So, that's okay for me. But bigger
So, yeah.
city.
I thought that one year too.
Did you really? I've never
Didn't
had over my
like an
Halloween
hour
mask.
wait. I was like, where
Yeah.
all these people live
But-
out here?
1
Yeah.
hour's fine. People have been waiting 10 hours.
I know.
Well,
That's
that
ours.
know, it's
I have a
crazy.
theory on that too, because whatever. But we'll talk about that later. But I do want to say, to Ray's point, to stay safe, because if you don't want kids coming to your door, turn the porch light
Turn
off.
your lights off.
If
Yep.
if you do want kids coming to the door, wear a mask, because you don't know which parent and which kid needs you to wear that mask. So just
Right.
don't complain. Just
Absolutely.
wear a mask.
Because again, it's not about the kids getting it. It's about the kids getting it and giving it to someone they love.
Exactly. I saw a comedian, and this is kind of your sense of humor here. This comedian
Tell
was
me, Araya, tell
I'm
me.
gonna tell you. He was on Saturday Night Live last weekend. It's coming to the zombie side. And he goes, "That's right. Go ahead and don't wear a mask and congregate like you do and take out your grandparents. That's what you need to do. Take out those grandparents."
Now, see, look,
It's not funny, but it's funny.
on Halloween, well,
Take out your
Halloween,
grandparents.
if there was, yeah,
Not funny.
yeah, it's
It was Melissa does to us, Mark.
Hey, I'm
all
a
bets are off on
grandparent.
Halloween.
He's talking about me.
Jesus.
Grandparent. I'm laughing at myself getting taken out.
Angels at my window scared the crap out of me. We're talking Halloween.
Yay! Yay!
Oh my goodness.
There's
That
your
is too
screenshot right
funny.
there.
That is hilarious.
She's right there, like it looked like a big shadow.
Oh my god!
Wow, we're taking this a little far.
Exactly. She finally made it, Mark. She finally came over to the Melissa
To
side.
the dark
there you
side.
go. Yay! Finally.
Oh my
She
God.
doesn't she doesn't realize we're talking Exorcist and Halloween. She's just standing there on my front porch in my window. What the heck? Did you
Funny.
know her?
She's just there to
All
say
right, I'm not
hi.
letting her in. I'm just not gonna let her in. Oh, I'll let her in.
All right. All righty then. Let me pull my
Oh, that could
thing.
have been on a better episode. Oh boy.
All right.
Let me compose myself.
Oh boy, I gave you a hot flash.
All right, that's another Halloween story.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, I don't even know where the heck we were. Okay. Well, we're back after that not so smart incident at my house. Remember, we're going to do a show on Not So Smart for
That's
us?
right.
Well, my daughter
Yes.
just did that for us. Not so smart. Here in Mama Bear. When we're having a Halloween episode. Not so smart. Jeepers creepers. Yeah, you're funny. And Melissa loved that too. Okay. Well, on that note, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was going to show y'all something on my screen first before we get to Not So Smart, talking about Halloween costumes, full mask, and being COVID friendly.
Yeah.
I saw this one I thought you might like. This one I thought was cool. You could sit on your front porch and look, this is the costume.
Oh, no.
Fully
Oh.
covered There you go. You don't want the kids on top of you like that, but there's a full costume, fully covered.
Nice.
Well, yeah, it's a full costume, fully covered, and then that's the one where they sit and act like it's a stuffed scarecrow.
And then
then
pop
it's
out
not.
on you.
Right.
Right.
Well, which brings me to a segue of let's just start with my not so smart
Sure.
for the Halloween, since I'm sharing my screen. Here's my not so smart, which many of you may have seen this, but I thought it was great for COVID because people are sitting on their porches, of course, looking like this, which is COVID friendly there. Now, this one I just think is the best, not so smart. Here we go. That one gets me every time.
You okay? I know I just broke your nose.
Yeah. But you got to know when a grown man is you got to know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like
That's
watching
not
the
so
haunted houses. How many of them get punched? I feel bad for the actors. I think it's not so smart to scare people, when, especially at night when you see the adults coming on. Scare the little ones anyway, but oh my gosh, you saw the dad coming up and scares the dad. Not so smart.
Too
Not
funny.
so smart.
Too funny.
Well, my not so smart is having, you talk about COVID, there is a senator in Brazil who is being accused of misusing funds for COVID. Okay. So when police came to investigate Senator Chico Rodriguez, when police came,
See Chico.
see Chico, let's just leave it at that. Don't try to do a foreign name, Carter. All right, so Senator Chico decided to hide the money. But where he hid the money was probably not too COVID friendly or not hygiene friendly at all, and that was his butt cheeks.
Oh my God, that's what that was about. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, because I didn't really have a visual of Senator
Oh
Chico.
my goodness.
Chico, I just got it. Senator Chico, look at that.
Chico.
So,
Chico with the cheeks.
So not so smart. He got busted, and he got, and I feel bad for the investigators who literally had to pry that money out.
Oh, so cheeky. I
Mark.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, alrighty then. No, give Mark your turn.
Yeah, leave it to me to bring it family friendly. So what I love about Halloween is that, the next day is November 1st. Okay, my brother's birthday. I'm not buying him any gifts though. He's too old for that crap. So
When we celebrate your birthday? Now, come on, Mark.
maybe I'll text him.
He's so
Text him.
friendly, and then he just dissed his brother.
Never too
I
old.
caught that.
So that accelerates us right into Thanksgiving, and boom! Next
Christmas.
thing you know, it's Christmas. And who knew? You guys love candy canes?
Mm-hmm.
How about tomato flavored, ketchup flavored candy canes? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't rumple up the faces, ladies. This is a thing. It's happening. Ketchup flavored candy canes. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Right.
No, it's
Yes.
not. No, it's not.
Tomatoes.
Seattle-based novelty store, Archie McPhee, raised some eyebrows for peddling candy canes flavored like kale, mac and cheese, and now they've got the ketchup-flavored candy canes.
Oh my God.
$5.50 per box.
No.
Order now. You can have them in time for your Christmas celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, you better buy them now because they're on sale for a limited time
It will
only.
sell out because if
Oh,
they,
you know it's
We
going to
just
sell
found
out.
our sponsors, Melissa.
well, that's true. I shouldn't diss them.
Look at Mark. It's such a great commercial.
Yeah,
We don't want to sponsor our show.
forget our facial expressions. Sorry about that.
We'll
Got
block
a
it
little
out.
alliteration there, the ketchup candy cane. You
And the
know?
kale,
Oh, really?
but like the kale. So if they made the tomato, that means the kale sold, the mac and cheese sold. Like these are going. These are going. I was going
Look
to say
at the jelly
hotcakes. I don't know if
bellies.
hot
They
cakes,
have
but-
throw up flavor and they have all the
Yep.
gross jelly belly flavors that sell out. The kids love to be disgusting. Disgusting.
Sure.
So there you go, tomato.
I'm just
candy
not going to
cane.
tell them it's a tomato candy cane. I'm just
That'd
gonna
be
get
And that's what you do. Exactly. Now, can I pre-order these for Halloween? That's the real question.
But then you're going to be that person that they talk about.
That's
It's like,
true.
oh,
That's
look at
true.
that.
That's
Oh.
true. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is a
You're
good
right.
one. All right, well, God, it's just people can be rich doing all sorts of crazy things.
Yeah.
Pancakes. All right,
Ketchup flavored candy cane
well, uh-huh.
is definitely crazy.
Well, yeah, I know now if Mark ever offers me one, I'm not taking it.
No, we're not. Nope, don't send us candy canes for Christmas there, Mark. But mac and cheese, that's interesting. I bet kids love that stuff. Again, Jelly Belly did it and they love it, but they're like, here, try this one. I'm like, nope. Nope,
Yeah.
nope. But I am one of those people, and so is Angel, who just so inconveniently scared me to pieces. November 1st is all full blown out holiday season. It's Christmas time. Let's get moving, Christmas and Thanksgiving. So
it is already holiday season, Aurea. Don't you understand? It starts with this. It starts with this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So should we apologize to our viewers now for this show?
No, I think it shows our personalities. I
Yeah,
think
that it does. Oh, no.
I'd forgotten.
And you see,
I had forgotten.
maybe I'm
Mark,
here.
somebody help Mark.
Maybe
Tell us,
I'm not.
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkin.
Yes.
That's
I
our
can
new
see
horror
into the
movie.
future. Yeah.
Mark, come back so we can see you.
I see into the
Literally
future.
through you. I see through you. Mark. I see through you.
Not the first
It's a
time he's been told
lowbrow.
that.
Right. It's a low brow.
Actually, it's a no brow because your brows aren't showing up.
Brows are gone.
I'll just show it, Mark. Look out. Oh my God. Well,
Doesn't take much.
note,
Doesn't take much.
on that note, it's gonna be hard to top this show now next week. Okay, come back next week because you never know what we'll be doing. And if anybody has any ideas on how to help poor Mark with his virtual Zoom so he doesn't look like the Walking Dead, that would be really helpful. Thank you so much. All right, guys. On that note, have a great, safe Halloween holidays. We will be back next week, and who knows what we'll talk about. And Melissa, I want that Snoopy cup. I love Snoopy. Wave goodbye.
Fantastic.
Guys. All right, have a great week. Talk to you later.